this channel is going to be about, I was working for little to no money. That's where I dropped out. How does someone go from zero experience to being a freelancer and running a small agency? Everyone around you needs to know. Amazing. Okay, I swear, this one is the last time I'm gonna try. Hey everyone, this is Marco, and you might be wondering, who am I? And that's actually a pretty right question, because I'm no one. But still, nice to meet you all, I'm Marco, and this channel is gonna be about how I ended up running a branding agency by the age of 26. This is gonna be quite a journey, and I'm already sorry for my English, but I hope this Italian accent and mistakes will be part somehow of my personal branding someday. And I'm quite excited to tell you about the story and share it, and especially about the fact that we can go all along the story in the future, starting from now all together. The goal of this channel is to share the journey going forward and starting with a look backwards of where it all began. How does someone go from zero experience to being a freelancer and then running a small agency, and I hope in the future a very big agency one day, but we'll see about that. What really drives the creative industry? These are all the questions and facts that we will explore during the journey of this channel over the coming months and years. So if you're watching this, you're here from the very beginning. I've always personally admired those creators who share the journey from the day one, from the day they actually knew nothing about what they were even doing. And I wish I had more records of my thoughts in the past, and that might be part of why I'm actually starting this channel, to be able one day to look back and see what I was doing and thinking. But let's cut to the chase. A 26 years old brand designer, and I currently run a brand design agency with 5 very, very talented people. And let's start the video. How did I get here? My story begins in this small Italian town where I was simply looking for a way to make some money, until I realized I could actually use my Illustrator and Photoshop skills to start selling some flyers, menus, etc. And in true Italian fashion, my first ever client was a local pizzeria. I was 16, I reached out to this friend of mine whose brother just opened the first pizzeria, and I just did everything except for the really only one thing I love to do, which is the logo. From there, once that job was done, I had proof and I started reaching out to other friends, just showing my one little flyer. I might also have it here. Wait. Okay, I swear I found this flyer the other day opening an old book, and now I understand why I even found it. Maybe that was for this video, because really I haven't seen this flyer from 8 years before now. And here it is, the first ever flyer I made at 16. But let's go on. As a young guy, I didn't really need much money. So I was working for little to no money. But what really drove me was the idea of seeing my designs finally out there in the world, applied, people experiencing them, seeing them, interacting with them. That was so amazing to me. So here we get to the first point of how do you get from zero to running a small agency. And that's passion. Passion is that thing that drives you to start earlier, to do something more, to push more, to work the hour extra, to keep learning and see how you can get better. And I know everybody says this, but this is true. I don't think I could ever be doing this without any passion. That would really be too much for me. But yeah, once you have passion, you find your first client. Then what happened for me at least was the start of some word of mouth through, first of all, as I said, my reach out. But then after I've done just a few jobs, people will start talking, explain. And this is one of the advantages, I think, of a small community, of a small town to start in, because you don't really have much competition. This will for sure be a future video for everyone not living in London, New York at the start of their career. if you want to build an agency somehow, I think that might be great to start and for personal business experience. Of course, at the same time, I was going to school, as you might be wondering. And later on, I also started at university in graphic design and communication. It went pretty well. I was doing great. I had some good time, except it was during COVID, so I didn't really enjoy like the full experience. It was more some home remote studying. And in the meanwhile, I still continued to explore and expand my freelancer business. So almost at the end of the last year, I had to choose between continue to grow my studio or actually continue university. That's where I dropped out. So most dropouts are super successful. So I hope it's going to be the same. You don't have to drop out. I just had to do I buy an office and build a team, or do I continue to study to be a designer, which I'm already doing, and opening a company? So in my personal case, it felt like reasonable to do so. And this is to say that every one of us has its own journey, its own way to get to this point, to work through it. This is just the sharing of how it went for me. And I also had to try to compress this in just a few minutes. And of course, I skipped a part. So when you start to have some more clients, the first thing is to try to start to experiment, start to work with people as soon as you can, try to hire other freelancers, even without little to no profit, and see if you can manage other people, manage to deliver more work, and just try it out. I had like 2 social media profiles at the start, then I had like 9, and I needed some help. So I started to ask all my university, how do you say the word? Like, not students, I don't know, my university friends to help me. And of course I paid them with little to no profit. So all this said, I have 3 main suggestions I will give you if you want to start being a freelancer or start your agency of any kind, advertising, branding, or whatever. And these are: first, make real projects. So do them for free, go on Fiverr, go around the city, offer them to someone who needs them and do not really have the money to pay. And just find a way to prove people that you can actually do them, that you have the skills, that you have the ability to think and to do great work and put it out there in the world. That's the first step. That this brings to credibility. The second is, especially in your early stage, is starting to get a little bit harder, but I still consider myself to be in the early stage, is make mistakes. Try things you cannot do, try things you're not able to do, find tutorials, find a way to figure out how you can do things, learn, try different prices, different models. Just do things and try them out. Don't be scared, nothing will happen. And then once you have made real projects, made mistakes, tried it out, find your model, then go out there and start talking about it. You need to tell everyone. You need to tell your friends, your family, your football team, I don't know, in the US, your baseball team or whatever, basketball team. Everyone around you needs to know that you do that thing, that you do branding, that you do videos, that you do photography, that you do advertising. Just talk about it in a passionate way, not in a salesy way. You don't want to tell people that, hey, I do logos, do you need one? No, you need just people to know that you actually love what you do. And for me, this is another point of why passion is so important. This is also important in early stage sales, where people do actually want to help you. They might see you loving something, want to start something, and if they need that service, they might trust you because they want to help you do it. People are good. So please just trust what you do, and this is my journey in a compressed, as short as possible. Follow this channel if you want to know more. Comment down here asking questions of if you want to get more technical, more on design, if you want me to speak about something particular. So thank you very much for watching. I'm super, I don't know if happy or embarrassed to see how this video came out, because I've never heard my English before this video. That's why I said it so many times. But okay. Thank you very much, guys. See you at the next video. Bye.